Hey guys, right, what we're going to do today is grow some yams. So what I found is this old 1,000 litre pod. It was collecting rainwater off a roof, but I clipped it with a lawnmower, and as you can see there, I smashed the outlet off. So what else could I do with it? Well, I thought I'd make it into some raised garden beds. So I split it in half and drilled some holes in it. And I'm going to fill it up with some good dirt. Put some yams and see how we go. And it came with a cage around it too, so this is going to be ideal. I've started to actually put netting around it. It's going to be ideal to put over a small gooseberry bush that produces a lot of real good fruit. So I'll cover that around the sides and over the top, and just place it over top. And like the birds will just, they know as soon as it's ready, they just hammer it, and all the berries are gone within a day. So I thought this would be perfect to protect that. So we'll get into it. We'll fill these up with dirt, put them out in the orchard, and see how they go. Just a heads up too, if you guys are, or anyone's using these as a water tank to supply your small home or whatever, look at all that pink algae or fungus or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, all it takes is light and moisture and you can get pretty crook. So if you really need to use something like this, you've got to paint it black or a dark colour so no light can get through. I've heard of a lot of people getting crook with the algae, you know, coming through their system because they haven't light proof their containers. Just a heads up on that. Alright, we've got the gear ready to be put in place. I'm going to stick it just over here. Place them just behind the garlic. A couple of tubs. Check it out, look at the garlic. It's doing well. Elephant garlic, Russian garlic. I was just given a couple of cloves and yeah, whack them in, see how they go, and they're doing well. A couple of spuds. I was looking on YouTube and this guy reckons he can do 20% more potatoes if you put them in containers. And they're doing well. You can see I did plant them out a month earlier, and the old frost has actually snapped them a bit, but they're still doing good. Very good. Check out my last videos, like they would have been last year. The strawberries that I planted. Well, they're going to boom this year, man. Look at all the flowers. I need to weed whack the sides, just hit the grass down. Yeah, I've got a bit of an orchard going. I thought those tree protectors would have been good enough to run sheep in here, but man, they're cunning. What they'll do is, I've seen them, they'll jump up here with their chest and push the whole tree down, snap it off, and eat the leaves. So I've fenced it off with electric fence. Tell you what, good idea is to you've got to train your stock. Look at where they've been, and they won't go past that line. It's only a foot off the ground. You know, you can't do that with sheep with full wool. So what I've done is had them shorn straight away, you know, shear them, and then put them into this paddock. Electrify that fence. It teaches them, makes them learn that you touch that, you're going to get a boot. So, you know, even if they're 6 months worth of wool on them, they won't go past that. They know, they have learnt you don't want to go past that. So that's proof. Look at the grass compared to what's around. Right, we'll get these containers off the trailer and get these yams planted. Right, we've got one of these containers full. Here are the yams. They're actually known everywhere else in the world except New Zealand as oca, O-C-A. I didn't know that. I've always known them all my life as yams. So what I'm going to do is plant these in that tub. Pretty much we'll only have enough room for just that amount in here. The other one I'll fill up with dirt and possibly, yeah, I've got a lot of spuds left over that are seeding, so I'll probably do that with spuds unless I come across some more yams. Pick these up just at a op shop for $1. I've never grown them before, always eaten them, but first time growing them. My mate's grown them before and had pretty good success. They do seem to spread if you don't get them all out, so that's why I'm growing them in the container. So yeah, we'll see how we go. It's going to be good. Right, there sort of seems to be two varieties, like red and yellow, so I've sort of separated those, yellow down here and red up here. I've heard they don't need to be too deep. We'll see how we go. They should be ready maybe 3 months time. No, first, was it? Yeah, winter. Like they reckon once the plant dies after the frosts, you still leave them in there for 2 or 3 weeks, because that's when they can double in size, because they're sucking all the nutrients from the stems. So we'll see how we go, guys. Just another thing about the strawberries, guys. I've got a young daughter that wants to do this and do that and wants to make some money, so I told her to hook into the strawberries. Like, strawberries are quite an invasive plant and they put leaders down and start growing everywhere. So what she did, she made her own planting pots out of newspaper, just around a mason jar, and tucked them up and stapled them. I went and put all the extra strawberry plants that were just growing anywhere, planted them, potted them. There you go. She sells them for $2 each. Her first ever little business, and she's already made $100. And it only takes, you know, 15 to 20 minutes to plant and pot 100 odd, so easy money. Thing with no plastic pots is, you know, it's it's no cost. It's newspaper. You know, get that delivered at the gate. You get it for free anywhere you want. You don't have to worry about unpotting them. You just stick them straight in the ground, and their roots will just go straight through it. No brainer. Yeah, I don't know why these dogs do this, but Hungarian Vizsla, old case. What does he do? You let him down the paddocks and he just goes and rolls himself in the big sloppy sheep shit. Why do they do that? Hey, why did you do that, mate? We allow him inside, but oh my god, look at that. Hey, he thinks he's going for a walk because he's got a collar, but yeah, put that on. I'm going to tie him up and wash him. This is the gooseberry that I was talking about with that cage. The birds, little birds. Couple of weeks time they'll be just about ready, so I'm going to cover this with that cage with bird netting. Produces about 3 to 4 kilograms of berries, so that cage will fit over there perfectly. Funny thing is too, this gooseberry tree or bush is only 1 year older than that one. And I think that's to do with the actual sun, like that hedge there shades this bush pretty much all winter and summer compared to this one, so yeah, something to think about. These beds are going to get ripped out this summer, so that's why I'm not planting anything in these. These just some rogues that are going on. A rhubarb, potato, strawberries. So I'm going to rip all these out and stick 2 25-metre beds running up this way so you can walk in between them. So we'll wait for that to happen in summer when my son comes back. Give me a hand. Inside here, this is where I grow nectarines and peaches. The old nectarines are starting to come up now. You can't grow these plants down where I am in the winter, or in the any season, because it's just too cold for them, so that's where I've got to plant them in here. And they produce very well. They're dwarf plants. They're about 3 or 4 years old now, and we've had many crops off them. You can see just there, that one got top heavy and snapped off, which was a bit gutting, so we've got to defruit some of these because they put so much fruit out that the plants can't handle them, so we just got to select the best that we can. We've got some what do you call them? The onions. Geez, I can't remember what the name of them is. It's the yeah. Someone gave me a bunch of onions that grow a lot of onions underneath. I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, I'll put a name up on there for what they're called.